Hey guys, Liz here from Hot Bodies Racing. Today we're going to be installing the undertail on the 2012 CBR 1000RR. It's a pretty quick installation. We always recommend that you have a dealer install this on the bike, but if you're going to do it yourself, make sure you take the proper safety precautions and let's get started. So the first step we need to do is take the stock parts off of the bike. We're going to start with the rider seat. In order to do that, we need to take the fairing that's going to ride right along the bottom. You're just going to slide your fingers underneath, pop it out. There is going to be a clip at the front. Be careful not to break it. You do need it from there. Then there's going to be a Phillips head bolt. Just undo that. And the rider seat will come right off. As for the passenger seat, it's just going to be the basic key lock. So the next step for removing the mud flap, you need to follow the wires down into the battery tray. It's going to be these wires, and disconnect them. Then you can pull them through and just get them out of the way. There are going to be 3 10mm bolts. We need to loosen those. Now, as you feed the wires down, you can pull off your mud flap. Now we need to remove the fuse box as well as the 4 Phillips head screws on the inside of the tail section. To remove the fuel box, you need a flat-headed screwdriver. Just remove this and put this on the side. Now there is going to be a screw that was located below the fuse box. We're going to remove this. And we're going to remove the 4 screws that are on the inside of the tail section. Now let's get the stock fairing off the bike. To remove the stock undertail, there's a couple clips you need to be aware of. You just don't want to break them. With your thumbs on either side of the tail light, you're going to push down on the fairing, and it'll pop off 2 clips right there. Moving down, kind of pinch, you're going to push the undertail down on either side as you pull it out. There are 2 hooked clips down here. They're going to hook into this part of the undertail. In order to secure the Hot Bodies Racing undertail, we are going to drill out the screw hole underneath the fuse box. We're using a 3/8 inch step bit. In the hole that we just drilled out, we are going to now install a well nut. The longer side is going to go through the hole with the flat side on the underside here. It's going to be a tight fit, you're just going to kind of have to twist it in there. Now for the Hot Bodies Racing undertail, I've already done the wiring. It's really personal preference. Please refer to our instructions that were included with the undertale for simple wiring instructions. Now we're going to hold the undertale into place as we feed the wires through the stock hole. Alright, the same clips that hooked on the stock undertale are going to be used here with the aftermarket one. I'm going to do your side first. Slide the bottom tabs into place, come around onto the side, being careful not to scratch any of your stock fairings. You want to make sure that the bolt hole with the bottom is going to line up with the well nut that you just installed. The well nut is installed with the kit. You can check on the other side just to make sure you have it. You're then going to screw this in. So before we can go for a ride, there's just a couple more things that we need to install. The fuse box is going to go back into its stock location. It's just going to clip in. For the front seat, this is going to slide on. Make sure that the hooks are engaged in the back. Now for the small side fairing, you're going to hook it in the front. Slide it under, making sure that it lines up in the back before you pop it into place. Rear seat. Well, you've done a nice install. Let's go for a ride.